KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson celebrating the 75th liberation with the people of Guam. Biba Guam. Cars Plus, reminding you to put your phone down while driving. Distractions won't get you there. Heads Up Guam. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And steaks, ribs, seafood, and our famous fresh garden bar, Ruby Tuesday. Good times you can taste.
Tonight on Primetime, the man charged with killing a 15-year-old girl pleads not guilty to new charges of rape. Also tonight, a ceremony was held for the Grand Marshals of the 75th Liberation Parade, and Chamorro advocates lock arms with Native Hawaiians protesting against the construction of a telescope on Mauna Kea.
Hafade and good evening. J.K. Sukion, one of the two men being charged in the death of the man beaten in Anigua, pleads not guilty. Police identified the man who died as Saunter Sukin. Autopsy results determined the cause of death was due to blunt impact to the head, with the manner of death ruled a homicide. The incident was on June 29th when Sukin was assaulted outside the Siam restaurant, and he died from injuries at the Naval Hospital on July 2nd. Sukin and Harvey Kansu are charged with murder in connection with the death. Kansu also appeared in court for an arraignment. However, a new counsel was appointed because public defender Lisa Lorig represents Sukion. Kansu was appointed attorney Jeffrey Moots, and his arraignment is scheduled for July 31st at 2 p.m. Sukion's next court hearing is on August 1st at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Barcinas. One of two people facing obstruction of justice charges in federal court has entered a plea agreement. KUAM's Adriana Cotero files this report.
William Tapasna Mantanontia enters plea agreement. Mantanontia was charged in federal court for obstruction of justice. The charges stem from the drug trial of Raymond Martinez and Juanita Moiser. After two mistrials on Guam, the case was moved to California, where they eventually entered plea agreements for their role in bringing in more than $2 million worth of meth to Guam. William, along with his brother, former Guam Police Department officer John Boom Mantanontia, and former juror Greg Tagenko, were accused of conspiring to influence the jury to vote not guilty. According to the plea agreement, William Mantanontia admitted that he was working with his brother Boom to influence the jury. Mantanontia assured Boom that Greg Tagenko was a man of his word, and it was a guarantee that he will vote not guilty, stating, "Don't worry, 100%," court documents state. William Mantanontia's attorney, Mike Phillips, says entering a change of plea agreement is in the best interest of his client, and so far they are happy with the outcome. Phillips says the government proposed a very fair and applicable settlement, with the courts agreeing that with cooperation, his client may have the lowest sentence possible under the guidelines. And when KUAM asked Phillips what the impact of the plea agreement may have on Boom's case, he says he can't speak on behalf and that it's up to the U.S. court and attorneys to decide how they want to use his client's change of plea. John Boom Mantanontia was also charged with obstruction of justice as well as conspiracy to distribute meth. Boom was the defense team's investigator for the Martinez and Moiser case. Tagenko was indicted for contempt of court. Both pleaded not guilty. KUAM reached out to Boom Mantanontia's attorney, Jay Areola. He declined comment. William Mantanontia is scheduled for a change of plea hearing on July 29th.
In more news from District Court, the status hearing for drug defendant Dexter Wilton Long has been moved to a later date due to a motion to withdraw counsel. The motion was filed by public defender Cynthia Ecoby, who was recently appointed to his case after attorney Jeff Moots withdrew, citing a conflict. The court has now appointed attorney Joseph Rosano to the case. Long was recently indicted on federal drug charges connected to the attempted possession of about 1,000 gross grams of suspected meth. He has attempted to file a guilty plea, but the court entered a not guilty plea for him. The status hearing is now scheduled for July 29th at 9:30 a.m. before federal magistrate judge Joaquin Manabusan. The Grand Marshals for Guam's 75th Liberation Day Parade were announced this morning. Tomas Manglonia files this report from Hagåtña.
Roman Kinata Sr., Francisca Franquez, and David Flores are this year's Liberation Day Grand Marshals. Adlub says each of them embody the values of resiliency and hope instilled in the Chamorro people after the atrocities of war.
They represent the strong pillars of our community, and they have given back a lot to our community.
The Grand Marshals serve as the top dignitaries and representatives of the community during the parade. One of them, Roman Kanata, was only 12 years old when Japanese forces invaded. He was forced into hard labor and faced starvation. He is part of the group that survived a mass killing attempt.
When they select me for, do I deserve to be? I think I deserve, right? Yes. Yeah.
David Flores, born in 1926, was 15 years old during occupation. He was one of 15 people who carried ammunition from Menengan to Jigo. He escaped Japanese capture, fleeing the site of the Tsaguian massacre.
If we stick together as a family, we stick together as a country of people who respect one another.
Francisca Franquez, born in 1920, taught the Chamorro language after the war and became one of the island's first special education teachers. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tomas Manglotnya.
The parade will also pay homage to this year's liberators, who are Lloyd Glick, Raymond Faulkner, and Gordon Rosengren. An exclusive KUAM News report on possible environmental violations at the Verona Hotel has apparently caught the eye of the Guam Environmental Protection Agency. Spokesman Nick Lee.
Guam EPA's solid waste management program did do two site visits to the Verona shortly after the story broke about what appeared to be improperly managed solid waste.
Our cameras caught an overflowing dumpster filled with household trash, appliances, rusty pipes, buckets of paint and adhesive coating, furniture, even part of an airplane at the backside of the hotel. We also spotted a parking lot filled with 40 vehicles, some sitting on hollow blocks, some with cracked windows, flat tires, and all of them with no license plates. All of these items are being looked into by GEPA.
The program is going to be conducting an investigation. There is consideration for a potential notice of violation to be issued, but this is preliminary.
The Verona was issued a violation notice and fined $6,000 in 2016 for illegally storing and disposing of household waste. The hotel is owned by David Sue and is also being sued by GovGuam for back taxes to the tune of $330,000. The property was also cited for rat and roach infestation in 2017. Earlier this year, we reported on the struggle of Verona employees to get paid wages they were owed. The hotel has been the subject of many labor complaints over the years. GovGuam is taking on another $30 million in debt as it successfully floated a bond today to pay for the construction of a new cell at the Luzon landfill. The governor says it shows that investors remain confident in the local economy, and it's why she continues to oppose a rollback of last year's business privilege tax increase. Adelup says investors gobbled up the general obligation bond to help expand the quickly filling landfill. The strong demand lowering the interest rate by 25 basis points to 3.25%, saving about $1 million in debt service.
When the investors in the global market have confidence in our government's financial stability and we have a good rate, those are all very positive things, and that I don't think would have happened if the 5% GRT, BBT is not in place.
The governor is talking about a proposed business privilege tax rollback to 4%, strongly supported by business leaders at a hearing yesterday on Senator Jim Moylan's bill. They say the 25% increase, which was only supposed to last 6 months but has been extended indefinitely, is hurting small businesses. But the governor remains opposed to a rollback, saying federal tax reforms created a $58 million revenue hit that the government can absorb.
It isn't a result of improper government spending. I think we are very responsible in our budget. Our budget is maintained at the 2019 level.
She says her administration is working all the angles to spur the economy and boost tax collections. The governor says a financially solid government is also good for business.
If you allow government to pay its obligations, and that all goes back to vendor payments. Vendor payments are vendors are businesses. tax refunds, gives more buying power for our community. What do they do with that money? They go and buy more groceries, they go and buy a car, they go and, have more spending money for entertainment and other kinds of goods and services.
Adelup says the governor is focused on resolving a variety of issues first before revisiting the issue of a BPT rollback. What would happen if our hospital couldn't power its life support equipment? Julia Santos talks to one senator who's trying to prevent that from happening.
Senator Jim Moylan's Bill 179 proposes to appropriate $6 million to GMH in order to fund the hospital's power upgrade project, inclusive of the replacement and installation of a new electrical panel. The funding for the upgrade will come from available monies identified in the fiscal year 2017 audit of the Healthy Future Fund. The power upgrade is considered an urgent matter, but how bad is the situation?
They don't know when this thing is going to collapse. Any little thing could trigger this off. I can't say if it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's almost like a typhoon on Guam. You have to be prepared, and I don't think the hospital is prepared, so the urgency, to me, is definitely there.
A July 2018 report by EMCE Consulting Engineers states that the upgrade became necessary after the load shedding and significant power outages in the mid-1990s. The report also states that the upgrade was canceled with the intention of being implemented at a later date. Other critical concerns in the report include old switchgear that is not to code, a 20,000-gallon concrete water tank too close to the switchgear, no bypass for the main distribution panel to allow maintenance while maintaining power service, and more.
Is it something that we should put our money in, or do we need a new hospital? Even if today we decided to build a new hospital, the blueprints are going to take probably a year, and then you got to get the funding, and then even when you start breaking the ground, that's how many more years, right? So that's why we decided to make this an urgent matter, at least for us, based on what the hospital budget has determined urgent for us to, and based on the available Healthy Future funds.
Should the bill pass and the upgrade gets funded, what happens next? More problems will manifest as our hospital continues to decompose. Senator Moylan thinks a public-private partnership is a viable long-term solution.
I favor those kind of public-private partnerships with our government to help us, especially during these situations where we know our money situation is, we're really spread thin. And to try to figure out where we're going to get more money for a hospital, why do that when we can have a public-private partnership and somebody who can maintain it for the long run?
Julia Santos reporting for Guam's News Network.
As Guam's military buildup faces backlash from multiple fronts, some Chamorro advocates are locking arms with Native Hawaiians protesting against a 30-meter telescope set to be built on a sacred Hawaiian mountain. Tomas Maglonia reports.
Chamorros from Guam are locking arms with Native Hawaiians or Kanaka Maoli protectors who are occupying the top of Mauna Kea on the big island of Hawaii. It's the construction site of a contested 30-meter telescope that they say would contaminate the aquifer and destroy sacred land on the mountain. University of Hawaii Manoa graduate PhD student Keisha Borja Quitzotzuk Calvo is visiting home but joined the demonstrations before. She says several other Chamorros continue to be involved on the ground.
And there are actually other telescopes that are already up there on the Mauna, but this one would be the largest one, and it would be the one to cause even more damage in addition to the damage that has already been done.
This week, elders and community members changed themselves to cattle guards, blocking access for construction to begin. The $1.4 billion project has faced growing backlash for decades, even if the governing board promises to be good stewards of the land. It's a story that she says hits close to home.
With all the damage that has been done, what can we learn from them, and how can we continue to protect what we still have that's left? And part of that is fighting, to stop the construction of the live firing ranges.
Pelaka David Flores helped organize protests at the front line of government buildings in Oahu and shares the concern for destruction.
If we allow this telescope to land on that mountain, because everybody is watching around the world, it'll be the beginning of the end of all indigenous cultures.
Advocates say it is unclear how long the standoff at the mountaintop will last, though organizers say they will not back down. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tomas Manglotnya.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
The next generation Galaxy has arrived. See it and believe it. The Infinity O displays the most innovative Galaxy screen yet. Capture the wider world. Take stunning photos with a 123-degree field of vision. Use your phone to charge other wireless charging devices. Don't just stand out, stand apart.
The summer of Jeep, Compass, Cherokee, Wrangler, Cars Plus in Mighty. Your new adventure starts now. Buy the 2019 Motor Trend SUV of the year and get a new Jeep Wrangler Sport for $268 per paycheck. Or get a new Jeep Compass Sport, only $167 per paycheck. Let them hear you coming in the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Buy for $205 per paycheck. And get financing as low as 1.99% on all Jeep models. Come see why you'll be kicking it at Cars Plus in Mighty. Driven by you.
Yo, Jay, you sure you want to be washing your car right now, man?
Not now, Kev. I'm watching Betsy, and she has to be spotless, bro.
Clouds are coming in fast.
It looks fine to me. Look again. It looks fine, Kevin. It looks fine.
You know what makes more sense than Guam's weather? Using your Bank of Guam credit card at any Shell station to save 6% on gas purchases. Call, click, or visit for more details. Make more sense. Bank of Guam, the People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
Welcome back. It was a rainbow graduation for the Guam Department of Education today at John F. Kennedy High School. It's called that because students from different schools wear their respective campus colors, from George Washington's purple and gold to Okadu's red and blue. They joined graduates from J.P. Torres Success Academy, JFK, Simon Sanchez, Tizan High, and Southern High before a packed house of cheering friends and family members. Several grads danced across the stage, celebrating the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. The ceremony was for 135 class of 2019 public high school students who couldn't graduate at the end of the school year because they were lacking enough credits to get their diplomas. The summer school was administered by GDOE's Federal Programs Division and funded by a U.S. education grant. And with GDOE schools set to start classes on August 13th, the Guam Education Board held a meeting which covered everything from instructional time to the amount of professional development days. Julia Santos has more.
Last night, the Guam Education Board met to discuss several matters, one of which took up the bulk of the time. The GEB drafted and attempted to vote on Resolution 2019-10 relative to requesting the 35th Legislature to amend Public Law 34-105 and to clarify the requirements for GDOE instructional time for elementary and secondary public schools. Attached to the resolution is a draft bill that would amend the language of the law regarding instructional hours to instructional minutes. There was a motion to delay the initial vote by GEB member John Birch due to his concerns that the language in the bill that adds 13 minutes of instructional time for elementary school teachers would exceed the mandated 900 hours. Clarification was made that the extra 13 minutes was to improve the accuracy of the instructional time and that the extra time was negotiated through the removal of the required presence of 15 minutes before and after class for the elementary teachers. Additionally, the 13 minutes was added to augment the currently established 2 professional development days by adding 7 more days for a total of 9 professional development days. The reasoning for the 9 PD days is to provide established working hours should there be a need for makeup days due to a storm or typhoon, so as not not to exceed the mandated hours as well as to avoid going over budget. As a note, GDOE teachers are the only GovGuam employees required to make up hours missed. Other matters discussed were the introduction of the GEB's newest member, Carla Borja, which brings the total number of members to 8, and the announcement that GEB Chair Mark Mendiola and Superintendent Fernandez are in Washington, D.C. to meet with Congressman San Nicolas in an effort to seek more funding from federal officials. Other matters discussed were the introduction of the GEB's newest member, Carla Borja, which brings the total number of members to 8, and the announcement that GEB Chair Mark Mendiola and Superintendent Fernandez are in Washington, D.C. to meet with Congressman San Nicolas in an effort to seek more funding from federal officials, and the hiring of Clarita Babauta to the position of Licensed Practical Nurse 2 to fill the vacant position at Southern High. Julia Santos reporting for Guam's News Network.
The Anderson Air Force Base Fire and Emergency Services recently hosted a handful of firefighters from the CNMI for their annual live firefighting recertification training. Joan Uggan-Charfris has more.
Last week, firefighters from Saipan Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting were on Guam for certification and training that is designed to assist all airports and firefighters to comply with all FAA requirements. Although the Francisco C. Ada Airport on Saipan owns and operates the Pacific Region's Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting Training Center, the facility is still under repair from damages sustained during Super Typhoon U2. Anderson Fire and Emergency Services 36th Civil Engineer Squadron was happy to host and train alongside their CNMI Airport firefighter brothers. Anderson Fire Training Chief Chris Pacificar.
Chief Stanley Torres was able to collaborate with Chief Tarver at GRM along with Chief Pangilinan in Saipan Fire Department, and they thought it was an awesome opportunity to just collaborate and just do some training with the aircraft rescue firefighting mock-up that we have. So with that, they're able to share mutual operational knowledge and just experiences with one another, and that allows us to learn from them and they learn from us.
Instead of traveling to Hawaii or California, which would have been costly, 7 firefighters from Saipan came to Guam and underwent training which consisted of 3 parts.
We do a classroom portion. In that we'd actually do like command and control, strategies, tactics, and how to deal with all the different fires at an aircraft emergency. So the fires would involve the engine, fuel fires, the battery, all kinds of different things, rescue.
They would then move into the familiarization portion and finally the actual firefighting training operation evolutions. Pacificar wanted to acknowledge the Guam Fire Department who provided the necessary equipment. Overall, Pacificar says their main priority
to make sure our folks are able to are trained and certified so that way when they get to the emergency that they're able to come back home to their families. So that's our main goal. And pretty much how we train is we don't train until we get it right, but we train until we can't get it wrong. So that's pretty much what we do up in Anderson.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Joan Uggan-Charfris.
Stay tuned. Dave Delgado is next with sports.
Make every day a plus.
Matson is in this community. We've been in this community for decades. We're going to be in this community for decades to come. Things will get busy, things will get quiet, but we're going to be here. We're your hometown carrier. And that matters to us.
Reliability is the core of our business. We take pride in ensuring that we arrive in Guam on time as scheduled.
It's our local employees who understand the market, who understand the business, and provide that hard work for you each and every day.
When we hold ourselves to high standards, our customers also hold us to high standards. We establish good business relationships that turn into friendships. That's why it's so important to be here and be trusted by your customers. We want you to trust Matson like your friend, like your family.
Ah, the Netherlands. Home of the Stroopwafel McFlurry from McDonald's. A mix of delicious vanilla soft serve and caramel waffle cookie pieces. But to get one, you'd have to sneak out of the office, dig out your luggage, wait for boarding group 12, figure out what that means, take a train, take a boat, take a bike, and finally order one. Or get to your neighborhood McDonald's now, because for a limited time, worldwide favorites are here. Around the world is now around the corner.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Our women's national basketball team lost a close game to host country Samoa for the bronze medal. I have the details coming up, but first off, news on this weekend's soccer games going down at the GFA National Training Center. Check it out. Come out and support the women's and men's U19 and U23 national teams as they take to the pitch for the 2019 Marianas Cup at the GFA National Training Center. This Saturday, the Guam Football Association will be hosting the Marianas Cup, featuring Guam's U19 and U23 men's team and U19 women's teams against their NMI counterparts. Scheduled for this Saturday, July 20th, 3 in the afternoon, Guam's U19 women's team taking on the NMI U19 women's team. Then at 5:15, you can catch Guam's U19 and U23 men's team taking on NMI's U19 U23 men's team. Followed by the matches will be an award ceremony for both divisions at 7 p.m. Big shout out to Judoka athlete Joshter Andrews for bringing home Guam's first gold medal yesterday. Andrews defeated Tahiti's top fighter, Toa Nui Lucas, in the senior men's under 81 kilo weight division. In Taekwondo news, Alexander Allen won a silver medal in the men's light 68 to 74 kilo division, losing to Australia's Leon Saranovic. Our women's basketball team fell short of getting onto the podium in Samoa. Guam faced the host country in the bronze medal game. Up 78 to 75, Guam led with under 2 minutes left to play. Joylyn Pangolina hit a late three to extend Guam's lead, but Samoa answered quickly with a three-point shot at the opposite end of the court to trail 71-78 with 1:35 left to play. The game was called tight with a lot of fouls drawn down the stretch. Mia St-Nicholas drew a foul with 1:06 left in the game, making the first shot but missing the second. Samoa tied the game at 85, getting to the line again with another call, missing the first free throw attempt but getting the putback to go to even the score. With 21 seconds left in the game, a turnover by Guam led to Samoa scoring a late bucket. Team Guam ran out of time, losing 87 to 85. Guam hit 17 of 29 shots from the free throw line compared to Samoa's 25 of 38. Mia St-Nicholas led Guam with 20 points and 8 rebounds. Destiny Castro finished with 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Joylyn Pangolina, Darren Stinnett, and Kara Duenas each put up 11 points in the losing effort. Guam has a total of 11 medals at the games, 1 gold, 7 silver, and 3 bronze.
Check out Triple J's spectacular deals going on now during the hot summer savings event. 0 down and no payments for 90 days. Get into a Mazda CX-5 at its lowest price of $19,995 or $152 per paycheck. The big boy truck, the Ford F-150, starting at $282 per paycheck, or the Honda Civic starting at only $176 per paycheck. Triple J says yes. Purchase your next vehicle online at triplejguam.com today. Triple J, customers first. The phone you want now on the best network and a plan that gives you endless data on chat, social, and music apps. Tell your Docomo Pacific rep you want now with access. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
The Holiday Pledge is definitely like an extension of the Holiday spirit, which is all about family. It doesn't matter where you're from or who you are. I wear this uniform. I'm definitely proud of my job and what we do. I not only live it in the uniform, but outside of the uniform as well. It's definitely a way of life. I live the Holiday Pledge every day of my life.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Let's get tonight's birthday shout-outs started the right way by saying happy birthday number 5 to Erani Denise Tanaka. Your entire family says happy 5th birthday. Vince Bamba, happy birthday from your brother Troy. Much love, Selu, and let's fly tonight, he says. Also, happy birthday to Aani Betty Ann Onidera Shiroma. May this first day and all the days of your membership of the Great Double Digit Club be filled with happiness and lovely smiles. Happy 10th birthday, Aani. God bless you today and every day, says your family, adding, we love you. And happy birthday number 7, lucky number 7, to Aubrey Cruz. We sincerely hope everybody with a birthday today had the best day.
And remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birth date. And that'll do it for us here on the news desk, but stay tuned. Jason's up next with Extra.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E. Explore your world.
Off day, everybody. I have 2 surprises for you. First, yeah, look at that. Happy Liberation. Where's our guy Mike? There. Happy Liberation, Guam. And with that wonderful intro, I have Nadine and Pilar here from the Guam Visitors Bureau, and these wonderful items that are not only pretty, they're also functional. This is going to come in really, really handy, Pilar, on Sunday for the parade. So happy Liberation to you, Hafa.
Happy Liberation to you and all the people of Guam. It's going to be a really exciting event and a memorable one at that. So we'd like to invite everyone to come down and participate and just be a part of this historic occasion.
And Nadine, as head of GVB's global marketing effort, well done with these.
Thank you very much.
They are nice. They're a keepsake. I'm sure everybody coming from the States, everyone coming down from the CNMI, they're going to love these.
We're getting tons of requests for them.
And the wire is probably going to be, there's going to be a lot of people doing this. But thank you so much for putting these together. She's also given us a few of these, so I'm sure the kids are going to love them. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You guys also have another thing going on.
Yes, we have a lot of different projects going on.
Hashtag Instagram.
Hashtag Instagram. And what the Guam Visitors Bureau is proud to announce is we will be hosting the Instagram Travel Talk Digital Global Summit that's going to be coming up August 14th at the Dusitani. And what this is we thought it would be good. Guam Visitors Bureau has been using technology a lot in terms of travel industry platforms to promote Guam globally. And we thought it would be a really good idea to bring disruptive innovators in terms of travel technology platforms to Guam, so our travel industry and our entrepreneurs can learn all about what is being used today to communicate to consumers in our core markets. So we will have exciting presenters from Booking.com, TripAdvisor, Airbnb. From Japan, we will have Line Travel Japan. Korea will have Naver. From China, we'll have Christina. It is a really great opportunity for all of us to learn more about travel technology and how to apply it to our business model. We'll have 2 tracks. One will be a creator track, and that will involve influencers. We'll bring in very well-known influencers from all over Asia. And we'll even pair them up with our own Guam influencers. And this will be a really neat experiment where both the international influencers and our local influencers will work as a team to generate user content material, which they will showcase at the summit. And then we will also have an industry track to our summit, which you will hear from the presenters themselves. So a day full of exciting information that is relevant to today. And you know, our industry is so vibrant and it's fast paced because of technology. And it is so timely that we bring this first ever travel technology summit to the region. And we're inviting not only our community here, but our community in Micronesia and the rest of the world to participate.
Well, Pilar, I'm sure as, again, head of global marketing for GVB, that's a lot of responsibility to carry on your shoulders. And I'm sure given the presentations and, you know, given the fact that there is no way on Guam that you can take a bad picture. Every place around here is so photogenic.
Yes.
You're probably going to be both a student, I would assume, as well as a teacher
Well,
of these lessons. There's a lot of things that TripAdvisor and Yelp and everybody can learn from you.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, one of our participants that are coming that I'm very excited about is 00 Robotics.
Yes.
They are bringing their latest hover, their latest drone called the Hover 2, that's going to be able to actually track you with facial recognition and fly by itself.
Okay.
And it uses 4K imaging technology.
I've seen some of those early demos.
Yes.
It's crazy what they can do.
So they're going to be able to demo it during the summit.
The actual inventor, the creator of this technology is going to be here. So we're bringing a lot of really cool people here for us to really have this FaceTime with them that we would never really have this, I think, this opportunity all under one roof.
Nice, because Nadine, we messed around with that a few years ago here at KUAM. There was like, you know, Mike and Jacob and a bunch of the guys here. Like, you know, they've been involved with drones for many, many years. But those kind of products, they actually take the hard part out of aerial videography, which is the aerial part, which is knowing how to fly and knowing how to take pictures. So you can just concentrate on making great content that you can then put out on YouTube. So you can stand right head to head with, you know, the Marcus Brownlees and all those guys who are doing, you know, next
and
level
Guam's
stuff.
going to be the home of, or the place of the international launch of this new camera.
Very nice.
Yes, yes. So one of the things we like to encourage our community is to have fun with this and play with it, because everyone now is an ambassador of Guam. We are all empowered with our own smartphones in your hands, in our audience, to really make a difference for Guam. And like you said, any angle here in Guam could be a beautiful picture to help promote the island. And we just are very excited that we have a really exciting array of professional speakers that will present their platforms and to help us understand the power of that and how we as consumers can actually influence other consumers.
And how long is the event going to go for?
It's a one-day summit.
Okay, until what time?
5 o'clock.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm sure that all of these groups, you know, Airbnb, they've done, you know, exhaustive research and, you know, they know almost everything there is to know about Guam that you can read. But until they actually see a Guam sunset with their own eyes and take a picture of that, they're going to be blown away.
Yes.
We have the most beautiful sunsets in the world here.
That's absolutely, we agree
And that's
with
all free, too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You mentioned Airbnb. I would like to announce it's not part of the summit, but because we're going to have Airbnb representative here on August 15th, the very next day, we will have a free workshop for anyone interested in learning how to get into the Airbnb business. Airbnb is the name of a platform, but it's also a form of accommodation where, you know, you can rent either a vacation rental or an apartment or an extra room in someone's home. So if our community has ever had a thought about entering this realm of accommodations, we were going to provide an opportunity for Airbnb to explain their platform and how they can create entrepreneur business, how you can be an entrepreneur if you wanted to. You can be your own business person, renting out an extra room or a vacation rental, home, etc. And then we will have also revenue and tax there to tell you how to do it properly.
Very, very cool.
Yes.
I'm sure the speaker, Tina Munya Barnes, would appreciate that because she's been working on this for quite a while.
Yes, and yes.
And in positive ways. And she wants to make
Yes,
sure this works, and she wants to make sure
and
it's legit.
These are just efforts of the Guam Visitors Bureau with our board of directors, our staff and management, wanting to bring whatever information we can with all of our contacts that we have internationally, bring them to Guam and share that knowledge with our community.
Okay, well, we cannot wait for that. We're going to be there too, so you can make sure to go on our YouTube page, find out all the information that you need to be, so that you can sit shoulder to shoulder with us with this amazing information. Ladies, thank you so much. Happy Liberation.
Happy Liberation.
All right,
Thank
stay
you.
tuned. 'Cause
Viva
we are
Guam.
back right after this.
A beautiful, healthy smile is an expression of confidence. The more confident you are about your smile, the more likely you are to fully express your feelings without having to worry about the way your teeth look.
Before cosmetic dentistry, I didn't smile as much. I didn't have the confidence, and it shows. And since I've had cosmetic dentistry done, I feel 10 times more confident. I make my initial introduction with a nice big smile and a handshake, and I just feel like it really is a relationship builder, a nice warm smile, and it makes the clients and customers feel more comfortable with you, feeling confident, and they feel that you're not just there for business, that you're also there kind of as a friend as well. So I mean, it's amazing how powerful a smile can be. A good smile.
Since your smile makes a significant impression on those around you, it is important that it makes the impression you want it to make.
Good morning, Guam. I'm Vic.
And I'm Todd.
And this is The Morning Brew.
All right, everybody, summertime is here, and you know what summer rhymes with? Fun. Actually, not at all, but those two things definitely go together. Fortunately, I have two friends of mine on the KUAM couch, Titos and Danielle. They are with Pepsi Guam, and you are way smarter than I am when it comes to rhyming and putting together really cool summertime promotions, so thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
All right, and happy Liberation to you both.
Happy Liberation.
Happy Day, Guam.
Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff on our set right now. You guys have brought some very, very interesting things to consume, to wear, and to help keep us cool, and I understand you guys have a really cool way of giving them away.
Yes, so it's just as easy as buying a Pepsi product, whether it's Diet Pepsi, Pepsi, either in a can or a bottle, and then you just take a selfie with it, post it on Facebook or Instagram, and then hashtag Guam Summer, and also
make sure to tag
the Pepsi Guam account.
That easy?
Yes, that
okay.
easy.
You millennials, you're going to take 700 selfies a day anyway. You might as well get something out of it.
Exactly.
And you will win prizes for every day. You have a chance to win prizes every day until Labor Day.
Okay, so is this everything we're giving away? And what have we got here exactly, Peter?
So we have koozies, of course, for our cold Pepsi and Diet Pepsis. We have a beach towel, shirts, and hats.
Okay, I like this hat right now.
I know.
Let me hold this up so our camera guy Byron, who is really, really nervous with this interview right now, we can get a really good shot. Man, that is a good hat.
That's right.
That is on Guam what we call Lanchero Couture. That is very, very nice. That's very
very good for the beach, though.
Exactly, and the beach too. Okay, so you guys have been working on this for a while and everything like that. How do you guys want people on Guam to have fun this summer and be able to enjoy your stuff?
You know, whether it's at the beach or at the pool and you're enjoying a nice cold Pepsi, you might as well take advantage of it and try to win a great prize.
Jason, if I may just include one of the things that you have to do, you have to listen to I-94 every day.
I like that.
Beginning July 23, that's a Tuesday. Try posting your photos as early as today, but beginning July 23, listen to I-94. They will announce the winners, and from there you'll be able to get your prize. And claim your prize.
Very cool. Okay, now I really enjoy Instagram. You know, we produce like a lot of digital media. Do you guys have any way that we're directly incorporating perhaps like the Instagram crowd?
Yeah, so if you buy the bottles, more specifically the 20-ounce bottles, there's this QR code on the bottle. You can use that, scan it, and then it'll give you a filter that'll automatically load to your Instagram account, and you can add a Pepsi filter to your picture.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. You can show everybody around the world how we celebrate summer on Guam and how we're doing liberation.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I'm assuming because supplies are probably limited, this entire promotion is only good for like 2 or 3 days, right?
For
how long does this entire thing go? Or are you actually extending this until some other time in the future?
The promotion itself will be until Labor Day weekend.
Wow, and that's the first week of September, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
That's a long time.
Yes.
So all summer long?
All summer long.
Very nice.
You'll have prizes all summer long.
Okay, very cool. What else are you guys working on? This is a lot of cool stuff here. What else have you guys got?
We also have, I'm sorry, what do you call this one? These are called pop-up for the phones. So we have this.
You are, okay, if you have a proper pop on your case,
yes.
you're a somebody.
Yeah.
All right, old guys like me still don't get this and everything, but apparently, I mean, this is like as good as your driver's license if you're a young person.
That's right.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you can even do this kind of thing where you can watch whatever you want to watch.
Absolutely.
And it stands up. So we got a lot of cool prizes, some cool stickers that we'll also be giving away, some different kinds of T-shirts. So just join the promotion. It's easy as taking a picture of yourself, which mostly everyone does already and posts on Instagram.
Okay,
right?
so again, so just to run down the rules, like everybody's taking notes right now. Everybody's paying attention. So you have to consume or purchase any Pepsi product, right? Diet Pepsi, regular Pepsi.
Yes.
Yes. Pepsi caffeine free.
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi caffeine free.
Can you guys bring back Crystal Pepsi? They brought that out when I was in college, and I thought it was awesome.
That was a very limited time offer.
Yeah. The shelf life on that wasn't very long enough, but I
Not at
thought
all.
it was great.
Yeah.
Okay, but for the time being, we got Diet Pepsi and Pepsi. You do that.
Yes.
You tag the Pepsi Guam account.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay,
on
and then
either
you use
Facebook or Instagram.
And then use the hashtag
Guam Summer.
Guam Summer, and you're in.
And you're in.
Okay, how do people know if they won? Do you guys DM them or?
So please listen to I-94 beginning July 23. That's
So we
a
tell them over
Tuesday.
the radio.
Yes, and you will be informed through the radio.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
All right, and then once again, the thing with the QR codes, you have to buy the bottle products, right?
Yes.
That's
the
right.
bottle products.
Okay, and don't go El Cheapo and just walk into Payless or something like that and just scan and then walk out. Make sure you buy the bottle.
Yes.
There are hundreds of designs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of filter designs.
And just FYI, if everybody's running like an iPhone, the iPhone already has a QR code scanner built into it. So just use your regular camera app. You don't have to go searching through the App Store and look for a
I did
QR
not
code
know
scanner.
that.
Yeah, if you have the modern version of iOS, I'm geeking out for a sec, but you can scan that right away. I like that. That is cool. I'm gonna go try this after this.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. Anything else you want to leave us
having us.
before we split?
That's about it.
Okay, so happy Liberation. We'll see you guys at the parade, definitely.
Yes, we'll be there with you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for watching. But please stay tuned because we got more coming up after this.
The next generation Galaxy has arrived. See it and believe it. The Infinity O display is the most innovative Galaxy screen yet. Capture the wider world. Take stunning photos with a 123-degree field of vision. Use your phone to charge other wireless